Hey there guys, welcome back. We're here to do a review. We're doing Star Wars Battlefront 2 as a review. We're going to review each mode and the game as a general impression, and we're just going to hop into it too. So, Nick, tell me what you thought about the game without spoiling the story.
You talking about story or multiplayer wise?
I just said without
So
spoiling.
without spoiling the story.
Okay.
I liked the game. It was pretty fun. It does have that Battlefront 1 vibe to it, which I guess I didn't like too much because it sort of feels like it's like a new thing that nobody's really used to. I did like it though. I did very much enjoy it.
So, I like the game too. I very much enjoyed the game. I played the game multiple times. I've hopped online. I played some of that. I played offline with my friends. We're probably going to be doing that more, guys. So be looking out for that. Also, story mode I thought was very enjoyable. I thought it actually had a really good story to it.
It had a very good story, and I would have to agree with you on that.
So, but the game itself, I thought, like without spoiling, the online mode is very lacklusty. I feel like a lot of characters have a lot of overpowering moments than others. Like, I did Heroes versus Villains the other day, and I felt like I was being completely outpowered by people. Like, because you jump into a match, people already chose the sabers. So if you don't have a saber, I feel like you are useless. I feel like you run into the match and you're just getting murdered.
I do agree with you. There's some characters that really are very underpowered against some other people. Like everybody chooses what they want. You're stuck with Han Solo with just a pistol.
Well, I mean, you got to think about it like this too. I was also I was playing against my friend Andrew. You guys probably seen the video. He was Vader, and Vader is the most overpowered person in that game. I used Yoda, I used Luke, and I used Rey, and I just got demolished. And he's not very good at video games. I mean, he's good, but he's not as good. Like, I mean, I was able to take him out in a lot of games. So, he's going to watch this and probably be like, oh, you fucking asshole. But that's not the point. So, the point I'm trying to say is that Vader was way too OP. Like, there was moments that I felt I should have killed him, and it didn't happen. He had so many different abilities, used them all against me. And for the record, he's also brand new to the game. He never played this game before, and he demolished me. And I felt I just didn't feel like that was right. So, and I mean that can be me just getting angry or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I felt like Vader was severely overpowered. And I mean I jumped into a match and I fought 3 sabers with Boba Fett and got demolished too. And I hit that clear as day. Hit them in the face with a rocket. Clear as day. It's not even like a question. But like I mean, have you had problems like this online?
Yes, absolutely. I have had problems with this online, and I have played the heroes versus villains, and I have been stuck with Han Solo a few times.
But Han Solo is like a fun character to play as.
Oh, absolutely, he is. But
they underpower him.
When you have Darth Maul and Darth Vader and Kylo Ren both charging at you, and he goes pew pew pew. It's
and then they can deflect back,
absolutely.
and you're like, well, I'm fucked.
I was Han Solo. I'm not anymore.
And then you're going like you're running in there, and you're like, well, I guess I'll die.
Yeah, exactly.
Like seriously, but besides that, I think arcade mode is very enjoyable. I like the idea that you get to have split couch play with your friends, and you get to do all kinds of different missions, either as the people they set up for you or as your own team, and I think that's very enjoyable.
I have heard of that. I have not had the chance to play arcade mode yet.
Oh, really? So we should definitely go to that.
Absolutely. Definitely do it.
So, besides that, guys, I mean, those are the 2 game modes. They're very different. He hasn't played it yet. We'll probably do a video about that so you guys can see what that's about, so he gets experience with that.
Did you hear about the backlash and the Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader thing?
What about that?
When the game first came out, those characters were unable to be unlocked unless you played the game for an impossible amount of hours.
Wasn't it like 2,100?
Something like that. Or you could pay a certain amount of money for the game.
So it was like 144 hours, and then it was like $2,144 in order to unlock everything in the game. Yeah. So it was ridiculous. They had a ridiculous amount for it, and it was completely unnecessary. But I mean, the characters I think are reasonably priced, and I could get a lot of hate for this. And you know what? I don't care. You guys can hate on me. I think everything that was going on with it, I mean, it was loot crates. We all played games with loot crates. I don't understand what the big deal. Okay, fine. Some of it's a little overpriced. A lot of stuff gets overpriced, guys. I didn't have a big deal with it, but I mean, you guys, and I understand this is gonna get a lot of hate, but you guys cry a little bit, and I mean, I was upset with it at first because I didn't get to start with the characters I wanted to start with, but
I do think they changed it. I think
they changed it. They made it cheaper.
I did get Darth Vader, literally like an hour after I started playing the game.
Yeah,
So.
I got a couple characters too, so. But I'm just saying, guys, like the whole crystal system. I mean, it's all loot crates. We all play games with loot crates, and you guys were hating on it, and you guys, like you guys complained on the internet. I mean, I wasn't too happy with it, but I got over it. And then you guys complained on the internet. And now everyone's like, they kind of gave in. They gave in to peer pressure. They were like, fuck it, fine, we'll get rid of it. I'm not one to complain about all that. I'm just here to play a game. And if I have to wait a little bit till I have to unlock a character, then I will.
Yeah, every sort of game is starting to do that now, where you have to pay to advance in something. Like I'll give you an example. Like in Grand Theft Auto, they have an update like every week for multi-million-dollar cars, and you just have to grind and grind and grind to get that money, or you could just pay $100 and get $8 million in cash.
And then spend it on whatever you want, like a motorcycle that costs you $5 million. You're
Exactly.
like, great, I am already broke. So, but guys, that's just a whole nother story. So, we're gonna talk about the story now, though, which is probably the best part to this game. This story actually follows through the beginning part, which is a prologue. You're actually a agent, special forces for the Inferno Squad, and you play as the captain of that team.
You have a ship.
You have a ship. You guys fly through. It's crazy. So the first mission is you get to play as the droid at first, which I thought was awesome. And then you actually make your way out of there, find yourself, and you have to escape. And they give you a good tutorial on how to play the game. So,
Yeah, that was pretty fun. I did not expect it to be that good. It was actually pretty good.
So, and I think a really interesting part is watching you fight from the other side and watching the Death Star blow up from the ground as one of the Imperial troopers. You're the Empire, and you're like, crap. What do? We keep serving.
It's sort of like the Assassin's Creed Rogue of the story, where you get to feel the other side.
Yeah.
Like you start to understand why they did it, what they're doing, and how they're doing it.
Well, a big part of the story I didn't like, though, was literally, I think, 3 missions in, we're converting to the other side now.
Yes, there was one mission. I don't want to do any spoilers. That
we're gonna
Skywalker.
We're gonna hop into spoilers, guys. So, I mean, there's not too much. I don't really want to say much about the story without like spoiling it. But if you guys don't want to be spoiled for the story because you haven't played it, definitely put us in our watch for later, and join us then. So anyway, you defect mission number 3, and just before that, because it's actually mission 4, but mission 3,
That's when you meet Luke Skywalker.
You
right?
are Luke Skywalker.
One of the members of the Inferno Squad,
Del,
he got caught up in some tree thing on this weird ass planet that he was trying to find something. What was it he was looking for? He was looking for the Emperor's...
the Emperor's bunker, and he was supposed to destroy everything.
There was like a vault that the Emperor was holding on this planet that the Inferno Squad was supposed to get something from it. And he stumbled upon Luke Skywalker, and Del was in a stuck position. Luke Skywalker actually set him free. And it was just them two just trying to find this bunker. That was a pretty cool story.
I thought it was a good story, but like I said, my least favorite part is literally when you're like, the Emperor's wrong, let's just leave. And from that point on, I was like, yo, this is episode 7. I'm like, this is a Finn story. You're literally a girl Finn. And you just left the Empire because you felt they were doing the wrong thing. Saved Del, who was technically Poe, and left.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
That was...
yeah, I see what you're saying with that.
But then the whole thing is they leave, and then they go over to, like, and then they meet Leia. Oh, you guys are severely brave. Literally the same words that Leia said to Finn and Rey. No, said to Finn. You guys are really brave. You are really brave.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, you're kind of right. They were sort of
It was the same story.
That sort of middle chunk between when they defected and to the Battle of Jakku.
Well, that was the
all
best
in,
part,
all
though.
in that between though. That was sort of where.
Well, that's when it kind of
bumpy
went
part.
downhill. It was like, oh, we played this mission. You're like, wow, this was actually really cool.
It was like up
but then
here.
you defect.
Then
Like,
when they
you
went
def-
to defect, it was down here. Then the Battle of Jakku was like 3 stories.
Yeah,
up.
so that's my only biggest part is I didn't like that. I thought we were supposed to live through the Empire's eyes, and then that's what my whole thing was. I was like, yo, we get to experience the rise of the First Order. We get to kill some rebel people. We get to see the side of the story that we weren't supposed to see.
And to me, it seemed kind of odd that they defected so easily.
It
And
was
you're
way too
talking
easy.
about the special forces, the dedicated most. I'm trying to think of the word. The most dedicated force of the Imperial Army, like the do or die people, defected.
Well, the only person that made sense was Del, because he encountered Luke, and Luke made him question his ability.
Yeah.
He said, he was like, why do you need it? He's like, because I asked. He was like, all I asked you to do is just do the right thing. He was like, you want me to leave the Empire? And he was like, that's not what I'm asking you to do. He's like, I'm asking you to do the right thing.
And there was really no
And
reason.
Del had a perfect reason, though. What did Iden have? Iden had no reason. What, she didn't agree with something? Okay, so let's become a good guy now.
Because they were destroying that planet that was their home world or something like
And
that.
I understand that. Save one person, destroy their home planet. But the thing is, she should understand that this is following orders. This is what she's supposed to be doing.
Yeah, you talk about the special forces, the people that don't talk back to orders, the people that are.
Just following that. And she's been doing this for a long time. It's not like she's been doing this for a little bit. She looks like the character, and I'm not saying I don't even know her age. I didn't even read her biography. But the character looks like she's 25, maybe 30 years old. She had to be in training when she was younger, and she had to start when she was 18, which means minimum she should have been at this for 7 years, and maximum, I want to say 12 years.
Did you figure out why they were destroying the planet in the first place?
The planet was I don't remember. I don't even remember. I forgot. If you guys remember, let us know in the comments down below. Definitely.
It was a plot hole.
I forgot. I think they said it, but I don't remember. I think it was just you need to get him off there because the planet was dying.
They were destroying the planet. They were hooking that satellite thing up to, weren't they? Or something like that.
Yeah, you're right.
Then there was a space battle when they went into space and they blew them up.
Yeah, that was wild. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
So I enjoyed flying. I think my favorite part was flying around the Death Star that blew up.
Mm-hmm.
So the battle. No, basically there was a lot of like underground missions. Like I think a good mission was Han Solo. Seeing him with a full beard was awesome.
Yeah. He was in the Millennium Falcon, and he was on that planet that was from
The Force Awakens.
Force Awakens. What was that planet called? I forgot.
I don't remember, but I don't remember.
But
either.
you were at the bar, and you got to see inside of it, and you got to walk around. And
And
you were
talk
like,
to
oh wow,
people.
this was from the movie.
And it was really cool because you got to interact with people. So it wasn't just a classic let's run around and shoot everybody. You actually got to do different things.
You met that stupid spy that talked a lot.
We're ridiculous. That was ridiculous. But I liked flying.
I think I left it over here.
I liked flying. I thought that was really cool. And I hate the jumpy parts because it was 6 months later. All right, so we're going to Jakku now. We're going to war. We rescue Han Solo. Now we're going to war.
Yeah, there was a few plot holes in there. Yeah.
So, and then that war, they actually, I think my friend was telling me he's seen some leaked information. It was supposed to be a real bigger part to that game. Jakku, the Battle of Jakku, was supposed to be huge. It wasn't supposed to be so little.
That was the coolest mission in the whole.
It was supposed to be like a whole army of stormtroopers, not like a little bit though. It was supposed to be a whole army. And then I think another least favorite part of it was a classic ending. They got together.
Yep, they got.
And I thought that was so stupid. And I mean, look, okay, fine, love prevails in the end, but no one expected that. No one expected them to get together. I thought, like, literally, I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, I'm like, she kissed him, out of winning the war.
You didn't see the part after that with.
Yeah, but hold on. Like, she kissed him. I'm sitting there thinking, oh, they won the war. That's like a celebrate. They're celebrating. So they're going to hook up, and then they're going to be good, and they're going to go their own ways.
Mm-hmm.
Following the ending, the epilogue, which he was about to bring up,
Which was unexpected.
they're married. They're married. Right? They're married. What?
He
Oh
didn't have
my
a-
god.
He didn't have a very interesting end, that guy.
No, okay, so in this ending of the game, so by the way, guys, you also get to play as various different characters. You get to play as Leia, you get to play as Luke, and you get to play as Han and Lando, and those are all very good parts of the game. Lando was a real fun part of the game. Han had a good part, but not a great part, and Leia probably had the most boring part.
And what's his name at the end? You got to play.
Oh, Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren, which is you play as Kylo Ren, but you're not playing like a major part of the story. It's literally him probing Dell's mind, like we see inside the Force Awakens, guys. He does this whole thing.
You go into like his mind, and you sort of like
you like destroy it. You're like you're like destroying his mind. You're playing as Kylo Ren.
You're like forcing his memory for you to like walk through.
But that's the thing is, I like that. I like
that
how they showed.
Good.
I like how they showed you the inside of his mind because it's not a typical thing. You're walking around and you get to figure out where to go. I got lost a little bit.
Who was it that shot him?
Oh, Husk. Okay, that was another thing. Husk should have been a big boss battle, and Husk, you shot him out of the sky.
You think so?
You shot him.
Oh yeah, I forgot that in the battle.
You shot him completely out of the sky. Also, you let your father die. I mean, I'm all for one for sappy endings like that like, you know, oh my god, I can't save you, let's go. I'm not for one for love endings. Lovey-dovey stuff, that's kind of stupid.
I understand, because he was in too deep. He was the admiral of the...
and that's completely understandable. That's fine. You know, the Empire is finally dying. It took them a year to die. That's okay. I'm okay with that. That's perfectly okay.
Even if he did decide to live, I'm sure the rebel forces would have
killed
let him live in the first place.
Imprisoned him, at least.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm okay with that type of ending. Husk should have had a longer battle and not a space battle. I thought that was very lazy, I should say.
I do agree, and that ending was kind of surprising that he survived.
Yeah, and then and then he pops up at the end, but he doesn't pop up like he pops up to say a few good words, and I like what he said, but it puts a lot of pressure into debate. He was like, she was strong, she betrayed me, and then he's sitting there, he's like, you know, he was like, I'm more upset at you though. He's like, you're just weak. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, yo, like, when did the Husk actually grow like a pair of balls?
Does that technically mean he was the last surviving member of the Imperial Army?
Of Inferno Squad, I think. No. Yeah. That's a good question. I don't know. But, not the point. He serves Kylo Ren. And the weird thing is, we did not see him inside The Force Awakens.
Right.
Does that mean we're going to see him inside this movie coming up? The Last Jedi.
That's a good question.
So, guys, the story was really good. There was some moments that I'm like, wow, I'm like, this story seems redone or done already. And the Battle Jakku was awesome. It was amazing, and even the epilogue was really good. Only unfortunate news about the epilogue is Dell. Again, very strong spoilers. Dell has died. He got shot. I want to say about 5 times.
Quite a few times. He emptied the clip.
Yeah, and then Husk came outside and he let off steam. Anyway, guys, so that's our review for it. I hope you guys liked it. Shout out to his channel.
Damn it, Nightmarecartel. Hit me up. Link in the description.
So he does some gameplay of his own. He's gonna be doing some live streams. We're gonna be doing a live stream too. He's gonna be joining me for more videos. We'll try to keep you guys posted. Until then, I hope you guys like and subscribe. Definitely comment down below to tell me what you think about this game. And that's it.